Have you ever felt like the people who are supposed to protect you were actually the ones tearing your life apart? Imagine this. You've finally found the love of your life, the person who makes you laugh, who shares your values, who feels like your soulmate. But instead of celebrating your happiness, your own family plots behind your back, digs into your private messages, and sets a trap to rip that love away from you. That's what happened to me. And today I want to tell you how my sister, the person I trusted most, betrayed me and orchestrated a family intervention designed to destroy the most important relationship of my life. But before we dive into this painful, messy, emotional story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know what you would do if you were in my shoes. Let me start from the beginning. I'm a 25-year-old woman. Back in 2020, while I was finishing my undergrad studies, I met someone. He was 29, in the same field as me. And from the very first conversation, I felt something different. We talked about everything: philosophy, faith, culture, dreams, ambitions. And it wasn't just small talk. These were real conversations that made me think, wow, this guy gets me. He was funny, intelligent, attentive. He made me feel seen. 2 months in, we made it official. And honestly, even though it was early, deep down, we both knew this was it. This was love. Now, here's where things get complicated. We share the same religious background, but not the same ethnicity. And for anyone from a traditional family, you know what that means. Drama. I was nervous to tell my parents. My relationship with them wasn't exactly warm or emotionally close. Sure, they cared, but they weren't the kind of parents you could open up to. Definitely not my dad. And that's where I messed up. Because instead of being honest from the beginning, I hesitated. I was scared. My partner, on the other hand, didn't hesitate at all. He told his parents, and guess what? They loved me. They welcomed me with open arms. His siblings, his family, they supported us. Meanwhile, I kept hiding. My siblings found out before my parents. They didn't care. Except for my older sister. She's 29, the eldest. And she's always been like a third parent. Bossy, controlling, judgmental. She panicked the second she found out. End it, she told me. Interracial marriages are complicated. But to me, ethnicity didn't matter. Faith did, and love did. I wasn't about to throw away my soulmate just because of cultural differences. Still, her disapproval stung. And then, a year into our relationship, my mom found a stash of birthday cards from him. She freaked out. Not because I was dating, but because of his ethnicity. My dad? He laughed in my face. Laughed. They wanted me to end it immediately. I refused, but from that moment it became this unspoken For the next 3 years, I kept my relationship in the shadows. Trips with my boyfriend, long-distance calls, plans for the future, all hidden from my parents. It was exhausting. By mid-2024, things were strained. My dad hadn't really spoken to me in years. My mom, at least, tried to understand. She wasn't supportive, but she softened a little. She'd say things like, "I'll stand by you. But if it fails, don't say I didn't warn you." And then came the catastrophe. But before I tell you about that, don't forget to hit that like button if you're still watching. It really helps this channel grow, and it shows me you want more stories like this one. It was the end of 2024 when my sister suddenly stepped back into the picture. She asked to meet my boyfriend. I was shocked. She had always been against this relationship. But if anyone could convince my dad, it was her. She's his favorite, his golden child. So of course I said yes. My boyfriend met with her, and it went well. They talked for hours. He left a good impression. She even said she would talk to my dad. For the first time in years, I felt hope. Maybe, just maybe, we could finally get their blessing. But then, she went quiet. Weird. Distant. Cold. For weeks, I kept asking what was wrong, but she brushed me off. And then one day, my mom sent me on errands at a strange time. Suspicious. I came home and walked straight into an ambush. My entire family was waiting in the living room. "Sit down. We need to talk." My stomach dropped. What followed was one of the most humiliating, traumatizing experiences of my life. They told me they had hired an investigator, that they had uncovered the truth about my partner, that he was a liar, a manipulator, a gaslighter. But that was a lie. The truth? My sister had gone through my devices. She ransacked my room. She read every single private message, every email, every text between me and him. My vulnerable moments, my intimate conversations, my ugly fights. The parts of myself I trusted only to him. And she threw it all on the table, in front of everyone. 6 against 1. My parents. My siblings. My sister leading the charge. They accused him of brainwashing me. They said I was a victim. They said every gift, every trip, every date was manipulation. They told me I was destroying the family. And in that moment I broke. I was stripped bare. Exposed. I couldn't defend myself. I couldn't even breathe. In the end, they gave me an ultimatum. Leave him. Or lose them. And I gave in. I was numb. They made me block him. My sister texted him herself. It's over. Don't come near her or we'll file a restraining order. He didn't reply. And I just sat there empty. The next few days, my family treated me like a hero. Like their good daughter. I was on house arrest. They checked my phone. I was their puppet. But inside, my heart was shattered. 2 or 3 weeks later, something shifted. The numbness wore off, and the anger came. I was furious. Furious at my sister for betraying me. Furious at my father for his cruelty. Furious at my whole family for never giving me a safe space to be honest. I cried to my mom. I told her, I don't care what you think of him. I'd rather find out for myself if he's a bad person than live my whole life regretting that I let you force me to give him up. And for once, she softened. She said, then marry him. Accept the consequences. I'll stand by you. It gave me courage. I sent my dad a letter, a long, vulnerable text. I apologized. I explained. I begged him to trust me. He didn't respond. Instead, he forwarded my message to my sister, and she exploded. Called me manipulative. Sent me the nastiest, cruelest text she's ever written. When my dad finally came to talk, it wasn't a talk. It was yelling. Threats. He told me he would leave my mom, that he would tear the family apart if I chose love over obedience. And in that moment, I realized I didn't recognize him anymore. This was the breaking point. I stood there, tears streaming, my entire body shaking, and thought, they can take everything from me, but they can't take my will. For years, I had been their good daughter, obedient, quiet, respectful. But they crossed the line, invading my privacy, ripping away my soulmate, threatening me with ultimatums. That wasn't love. That was control. And in that moment, I chose me. I told my mom, I'm done. I'll fight for him, even if it means losing all of you. And that's where things stand today. It's ongoing. I don't know what will happen next. I don't know if my father will ever forgive me. I don't know if my sister will ever see how badly she betrayed me. But I know this. I'm done being a prisoner in my own home. I'm ready to take my life back, to fight for love, because if this relationship is a mistake, then let it be my mistake, not theirs. And if it isn't, then I'll finally have the life and the love I deserve. So, what do you think? Was my family protecting me, or just controlling me? Was my sister acting out of love, or jealousy, or power? And if you were me, would you risk losing your entire family for the person you love? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss more dramatic stories like this one. Until next time, stay strong, stay true, and remember, sometimes the hardest battles we fight are against the people we love most.